I say, yo, it's your boy Souldier. What's cracking like a man? Make sure y'all hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, the notification button, man. It's for all my people on YouTube. If y'all not on YouTube right now and you on Facebook, man, make sure y'all subscribe to the YouTube channel. It's right here at the bottom. If y'all see at 4 feet off the ground, so go to YouTube, type in the at symbol. 4 feet off the ground and subscribe to the channel, man. I got a lot of great content. But today, this is the Listen to Lacey. Y'all already know we always give y'all topics and talk about a lot of things. So today's topic, I'm gonna drop the knowledge, drop the knowledge that I do. But yeah, when I do it after it's been done, you know what I'm saying? More things are fine. Proper preparation prevents poor performance. Y'all already know the P's. But today's topic is work, work, work. How entrepreneurs succeed. Now, I see a lot of people who say they entrepreneurs or just say they do business and all this type of stuff. Hey, I got this business, I got an eyelash business, I got this type of business, and they be part timing it up in this piece. Like it's not really like they don't really take it's serious. I see this a whole lot. People just say they have business just to say they got it. I see people just getting LLCs just to go do it because they heard the word, and then they just be like, "Oh, I got an LLC," and then don't be doing nothing with it. Go back working just at the regular job, but it's just sitting there. So work, 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 work. What does this mean? So let me tell y'all a story. Yeah, I always know I got a story for you. So I remember years ago when I was younger watching Chris Rock stand up special. And Chris Rock said something that was so profound that I didn't understand until I got my own business many years later, until I became an entrepreneur, became a film director, musician, or until I started taking myself serious. So in his stand up, he was said, and this was so profound to me. He said, when you have a regular 9 to 5, he was like, it is too much time in the day. But he said, but when you have a career, there is not enough time in the day. So, he was telling the joke. I didn't understand it. He was talking about he was working at a restaurant. I think he was working back in the kitchen, and he was like, he was just scraping pots, like scrape, 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 scraping all these pots and everything. And he was like, he was doing this. It's like I'm washing the dishes a long time. And he was like, he got there at like 9 o'clock, and then he was like, man, I know after all this stuff I did, 5 hours then passed. But then he looked at the clock. It was only like 30 minutes then passed, So that's when he said, when you have a 9 to 5, it's too much time in the world. And I remember that when I used to work, when I used to have a regular job or whatever, I was working at GC Services, or working at the May Company. When you have a job where, just you working from paycheck to paycheck, whatever, you just really working to pay your bills, a job that you dread going to, you be like, man, I can't wait till this is over. You just be adored. You be like, oh my God, when is this day gonna end? And you just constantly working all of your life doing the same thing. And then I mean, I was working the I call it the no life shift, 3 p.m. to 11 p.m. So just imagine you work 3 p.m. to 11 p.m. By the time you get home, eat, and all this type of stuff, it's probably 1 or 2. You go to sleep. You probably don't wake up till about 10 or 11 something the next day. Then you got to eat and probably again eat some breakfast, wash up, whatever, go straight back to work, doing that mug for like 5 straight days, sometimes 6 straight days. Your weekend go by so quick because you done did all this shit and you're back there again. So, but once I started my career and everything, I understood what he said when they said there's not enough time when you have a career. And it's because you're constantly, like, when you have a 9 to 5, you have a set shift. I work these many hours, I get off, bam, I'm going home. you know Work these set of hours, I got my lunch break right here, I do this. when you have a career or entrepreneur or anything you doing, period, there are no set hours. Like a lot of people don't understand that also. Like you're working 24/7 on trying to better this business of yours. Like you're just working. Like there's no, okay, I'm finna work 9 to 5, then I'm just push this to the side. I think this, but now some people do that, but a lot the I feel the people who are very successful in life, they work crazy amount of hours. Just go look at all the people that's very successful. Look at all your Tyler Perry's. Look at the Dwayne Wades, LeBron James, Kobe Bryant. Do you know them people? What makes them people great is like they just never settle. They didn't just say, "Okay, I'm finna shoot these 100 jump shots, and then that's it. I'm finna go, where everybody else." They push themselves to the limit. They kept pushing because they want to be the best. You know why? Because it's somebody, any field you in, is somebody just as hungry as you, working harder than you. And that's why I say work, 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 work. I mean, work, work, work is very important to be successful up in this piece. Bars. Work, 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 work. How entrepreneurs succeed. Now, like I said, to go back to what I say, I see people always say they have businesses, but they don't put the work in to their businesses. People say, "Hey, I do this." Well, you just say you do it. I don't see people marketing. I don't see people really taking the time to grow their business. They don't sit and work on it 24/7. Or people say, "Hey, I do films," or whatever it is. They don't take the time to be like, okay. So a lot of people, I see a lot of films done. People just like wing it. They're like, "Hey, forget a script," not knowing the rules of filming, and then they'll be like, "Well, why I can't get this film on? Why this film is on Tubi? Why this film is on Amazon Prime?" Because you're not taking the initiative or taking time to do the work to get to where you need to go. Now, if you say you're just gonna do this as a hobby, then like make it a hobby. But if you really want to succeed, you have to put in the work. You have to work relentless. Anybody who knows me, I am a person. I work 24/7. I work on so many different things. I'm working on films. I'm working on commercials. I'm working on scripts. I'm working on songs. Like I just do so much every single day to push myself forward. And a lot of people, when they see my success, they say, "Oh man, you doing a lot, man. You covering NASCAR. Like, how you do this? How you do this? Work." Like the stuff, it doesn't just come to you. Like you just can't hop in something and say, "Hey man, I want to cover NASCAR too. What I got to do? Work." How you interview all these celebrities? Work. You think these people just pop? Oh yeah, okay, I do it. You have to put in anything you want to do in life. You have to put in the work to get to that goal. I got nominated for the Hollywood Music Awards last year by the work I put in up in this work. Work, 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 work. If you don't know something, look it up. Like read books. I tell everybody that all the time. You can't just coast. If you're trying to do something in life, you just can't coast and just think you're gonna be successful. You can't put one foot in and one foot out. You can't have do something. If it's something you want to do, put your research in there. When I wanted to do a book, I put all my work in and learned everything I needed to know to publish that book. Because one thing in St. Louis, we have I experienced over the years, we have a lot of talkers. We have a lot of people who just talk, 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 say they're gonna do this, say that, but they're really not about their action. I see that a lot. I'm pretty sure, yeah, I see it. You can't succeed that way. You can't succeed by just talking. You can't succeed by half doing stuff. Find something that you're passionate about. And I say this, even with work, people look at work as just making money. And I tell people like this all the time. If it's something you have a passion for, you have to find what you're passionate about. And this passion is something you must do whether you were getting paid for or not. You have to identify your gift of what you're passionate about. And God will open those doors to bless you abundantly in your passion. Like me, I'm passionate about writing. Whether it was film, songs, commercials, treatments for music videos. I love writing, being a journalist or whatever. I just love writing. So whether I was getting paid or not, I love writing, period, all my life. I just love music. It just so happens that God opened a door for me to make money in my gift. And you know why? Because I put the work in. I put the work in. I was very passionate about what I do. I think it's with water. But by me being passionate, by me staying up 24 hours writing this script up in this mug, like, okay, I got to make this the best script, studying movies. Like, I didn't just say, okay, let me take this script and write it. Like, anytime I write a comedy script, a horror script, a drama script, I go watch a lot of films. I study them. I'll be like, okay, what made this film good? What made this film trash? What is this? Why do people do? Why they creativity? Like, you got to look at films in a different type of way before you prepare yourself before you write a script. A lot of people don't do this. They just be like, hey, I take this and do it. Even though I went to school for it, I still want to learn more. You can never not learn enough. Like, if you feel you know everything in life, even in the field you in, then you need to get out of that field. Like, always study. I've been doing film for years. I done won awards. I did all this type of stuff, and I still study, still try to learn stuff. Still about learning. I still putting in that work to make myself better at all times. I just did this uh Cadillac Escalade commercial or whatever. This was like my first time doing a car promo commercial, whatever. The work I put in, I was like, let me go watch a lot of car commercials and see how this is done. Let me study this. Why did they do this? What makes this okay? Why they with these graphics right there? I'm studying it, like I'm working. I didn't just shoot this and be like, okay, I'm just gonna throw this together any way I want to. You learn from them, and then you get creative with it. Once you learn, be like, okay, now that I know the science behind it, now I can get creative and put my own stuff instead of just as soon as you get it, just throw something together. But once again, it goes back to putting that work in. Anything you do, you have to put work in, and you have to work at it hard. You can't just be a part-time person who works. If you try to be part-time, it's not going to go right for you. I promise you. The amount of energy you put into your work is the amount of energy you're gonna get back from the universe. I see a lot of people like don't like this. They always try to, when a black business or something try to tell you, hey, these are my prices. They always try to undercut the person instead of like, when you go out here buy these white brands or all these other people's stuff, do you undercut them? Do you go to the stores, Gucci, and say, hey, can I get this for like $500 cheaper or something? No, you don't. You spend for quality. So you have to realize, instead of undercutting these people, look at the work they're putting in. These people spend hours. Let's say if a person got a cake company or something, they're spending hours and hours to design this cake, put it together, bake it, not getting no sleep and nothing. And then for you to try to come and undercut their prices, that's disrespectful to that artist, that creator, that work, because of the time and work they put in. So work, work, work. Identify your gift. If you gonna be a business owner out here, make sure you put in the work. Don't have, like, if you feel in your business you're gonna have half step there, you don't need to do a business there. You don't need to work. That's the only way you're gonna succeed. I am successful at everything I do because I put the work in. Whether at the film awards, whether it's the like I said, nominated for the Hollywood Music Awards or whatever, being the number one co-author, all this type of stuff. It's just the work I put in. Once you put in that work, people will see it, and then they'll be like, "Oh man, I want to try it." Like they'll be like, yo, hold on, got the caveat. Yes, it say you better say it facts. That's right. That's right, Shantice, for real. Yep. Good evening to you too up in this piece. Yeah, a lot of people like Shantice. I've been seeing her doing her thing. Like I seen her from the beginning. I was even on her show some years ago. You know, when she had her other shows, she was doing it in I forgot, I think it was like the garage or something or whatever. It is years later and she's still at it. And what's great about it is it even got better and better. You know, I still be tapping in, I be seeing her growth. She didn't stop. She didn't was a little stagnant. She didn't say, okay, I'm finna just do this sometimes and then I'm finna chill. You know what I'm saying? Now she done grown. I done seen her interview like superstars, all these big singers and all this type of stuff. Man. You know why? Well, you know why? Because she put in the work. She didn't just say, all right, I'm gonna do this every few years. I'm gonna come back, chill, lay back, and all that type of stuff. She said that part. Facts. And you know why she's succeeding? Because of the work she put in. Once God see you doing work, he's gonna open those doors for you. That is a guarantee. Put it to work. Do you know how many? Man, y'all go check. Do y'all know how many celebrities out of interview now? God let it catapult. You know, I had Play from Kid and Play first, but I think to this day still stay in contact with. You know, and then he allowed me by me doing that, is steady working at it, steady working more, getting more and more and more and more people. I have been becoming friends with all these celebrities. They stay to they love the way I interview. If I didn't put in that work ethic, none of this would have happened. I still get Dwayne from y'all remember Dwayne from What's Happening? He hit me up every day. He was like, man, our interview was so great, man. I really love. Ain't nobody ever interviewed me like that. He be giving me knowledge and tips about films, places where I could get funded, all this type of stuff. Like he stays in contact with me 24/7, and that's because of the work that I put in. Once you put in the work, I'm telling you, God will bless you abundantly. That is a fact. That is not an opinion. You say, yeah, I remember when we used to brainstorm on ideas. Facts. That is true. Salute, Shatis. That's my homie, Shatis. Man, I've been doing it forever up in this piece. You see, I never forgot when I was on her show and I kept seeing the grind. I kept seeing her grind. And to this day, like I said, I tap in with all my, I stay super busy, but I still be tapped into my people, seeing their growth and seeing everything they be doing up in this piece. Yep, she says she still got the interview. Salute bars up in this bud. Man, look, and I really want y'all to look at this because what was that? Shoot, I think that was like that might have been like 2018 or 19 up in this world. I think that was before, way before. I don't even think I was staying downtown then up in this. Hold on, bars still there. Okay, that was a funny interview. Yeah, we had fun with that interview. Facts. I'm gonna have to watch that. I ain't seen that in some years. But yo, man, for real though, work ethic, man. I'm telling you, work. In order to be successful as an entrepreneur, you have to put work in. Work. If you don't work, you're not gonna succeed. If you have as something, you're not gonna succeed. But people be like, hey, when if a videographer, cinematographer say, hey, I charge $500 to shoot videos, and you be like, oh man, can I pay you $75 to do that? You know, if you find somebody to for $75, guess what? You're gonna get a $75 looking video. If you believe in yourself, invest in yourself. You have to put in that work up in it. But if you're not ready, don't even come to a person. Like work to build yourself up, work to get that payment, work to invest in yourself. Work. I'm telling you, I am a true believer that God opens doors. Like I said, be willing to do your passion, even if you're not getting paid for it. God is gonna bless you, period. Anyway, you're gonna get paid eventually. But don't do anything for money. Make sure you do it because you're passionate about it. And that's when the work you put in don't even seem like work. If you're passionate about it. Man, I be on film sets when I do films. Man, I'd have been on film sets for like 14, 15 hours up at this piece. You said keep up good work, Fred. Salute, Shatis. Man, I'd have been on film sets for like 14 hours. I'd be like, yes, still people be like, oh man. when is this going? You know why? Because I'm passionate about it. Because I love it. I super love it. What you say? I remember I had to leave your film career, but had to leave because I had just. Oh yeah, I remember that. Yep, yep. Pray. But I remember even when I was in school, right? When I was at Webster University. I'm about to get off here. Y'all already know I've been talking a lot of time. But let me tell you a story. I remember I was at Webster University. I was going to school, for film production or whatever. Get my bachelor's degree in film. So everybody uh joined this film class, and they thought it was just gonna be like fun, like you just pick up a camera and that's it. When the instructor was like, you got to do this, you got to learn to film, you got to learn about editing, you have to do these about directing, you got to learn these stuff about this, be a producer. You have, man, do you know how many people dropped that class real quick? They were like, oh, nah, this is work. That's because it wasn't their passion. So you have to find something you're passionate about. I loved it. Like I always loved film. I always loved the technical side. I always loved casting. I love coming up with the scripts and everything. The facts, I have that last Shantice. A lot of people dropped out of that class like with the quickness. That bug was full. They was like, oh, this work. We thought we would just go pick up a camera and shoot and that's it. They know they had to edit and all this type of stuff. So yeah, man. I'm about to get out of here, man. Fact, that's right. So my whole thing with this is anything you do, if you're gonna do it, work, put a lot of passion in there 24/7. Don't have do anything or just don't do it at all. Because if you have doing something, no matter if you in the lashes business, if you in the podcasting business, if you writing, directing movies and music, there's always somebody working 10 times harder than you if you're half. And they're going to be more successful because they're putting the work in, because they gaining their knowledge, because they trying to do something. And that is a fact. So if you believe in your business, do it. You say that even though we had the same drive. Yep, pals. Yep. Went a different way. Mm-hmm. Yep. Talk that stuff. Shati's over here dropping her dollars too up in this piece. Bars. Super bars. Said now look, yep. That's right. Look here, that's up here. We both being successful in our careers up in this piece. Salute my boy. Salute my boy Nemi up in this piece. Dave, I gotta get with you. We gotta do another podcast. Listen, me and Nemi, then we did a podcast about 50th anniversary of hip hop. I got hit up. We was talking about Sexy Red topic. I got hit up by a lot of women who was like, they was like, hold on, y'all did not have no women on the panel to debate. So I was like, all right, I will bring those same guys up there. I'm gonna get Pancho, my boy Remedy, and my boy my boy Nemi Russell up in this book, and I will let them debate. Y'all already know the bid is going now. But now I'm gonna hit you up now about that because a lot of people said they wanted to see that. And that bug, it was a deep conversation too. You dropping, there wasn't no hating and all this type of stuff. People was really dropping jewels up in that bug. What Crystal say, very proud of you. You are going to go far. Salute, Crystal. My other homie Crystal. These is my day one people. Yeah, these are not people who just hopped on the bandwagon and all this type of stuff and was like, "Oh, I see him being successful. Let me just hop on." These are people who been my friends and everything before I was doing anything. When I was broke, poor, little Lacey up in this piece. They saw me. They came from the grind when they saw me grinding from the bottom to the top. These the day ones right here, man. So salute to y'all for real. I'm getting glad it covers down facts. And I'm with it. I got you, bro, for sure. I'm gonna hit you up for sure. Yo, what it do, Lace? That say Facebook user. I don't know who you is. Say you better say it. And yep, Crystal said fact. Real talk. They want people, man. That's why, like all my real supporters, I know, a lot of we get a lot of fake support. A lot of people when they see you doing stuff, oh yeah, I always supported you. Me, I've always know who been my day one people, like who been rocking with me who done been through the struggle with me, who done seen it, who done always like love the stuff, had helped me out, gave me rides, all type of stuff in the past. What it say? Although my screen it said you already know we rocking. Oh, that's my PGP, my boy that shine up in this face. That bug just said, Facebook user. He said, well, I'm definitely proud of you. Success. Keep driving bars for rap. Soon to my girl Stacey White up in this piece. But yeah, man. So yeah, man. Like I said, man. A lot of people be saying, hey, a lot of people who like with the fake support, they be like, hey, don't forget me when you make it. I'll be like, don't worry. I'm not gonna forget none of the fake stuff you did. Like, like a person knows who really rock with them and who was there for them. Like when they was, like I said, like these people like Shanti's, Crystal, like all them people been like, I've been knowing these people for years and years and years, and they didn't watch my growth from when I was poor, nothing. Like period. Even before I don't even think I might have not even been at college up in this bug yet up in this piece. But they didn't always rock and they didn't always see my growth, and I appreciate them up in this piece. So, but yeah, my main thing was work, work. Whatever you're gonna do in life, work at it. Don't play around. I'm telling you, listen, you gotta work so hard to the time you be like, did I eat today? It's a lot of times where I be like, dang, did I eat? You know what I'm saying? Or I eat late or something and all this type of stuff. So I be like, hold on. I gotta eat. Hold on, yeah, I'm trying to get to these comments. My computer over here tripping. Nah. That's easy on the last. Ravens suck. You know what? I wish he was on here so I can take you off the screen. Don't ever disrespect my Baltimore Ravens up in this face. We finna win the Super Bowl this year. Now that's my boy Deshaun up there. I've been knowing Deshaun too for years. We was part of the PGP, professional guinea pigs. I remember them studies they used to have. We used to go to the studies to get somebody. That's what I was poor up in this. I'm glad it didn't. Hopefully, it still don't affect me. But I'm glad it didn't affect me. I know a lot of people who did stuff like that word and messed them up in this piece. But yeah, man. So I just, I always do my listen to Lacey's, and I'm growing my YouTube, so I try to drop a video a day now. So I'm always gonna be doing my listen to Lacey's for the people. All right, I put that back on the screen. Yeah, I know. If y'all rock with me, make sure y'all know. Let everybody know the Dallas Cowboys suck up in the bars. But nah, man, look, man, for real though. But nah, let me get back serious before I get out of here. Just remember what I said. Anything you do, it's all about putting that work in. Whatever business you want, radio stations, lashes, hair, podcasting, filming, anything you do in life, make sure you work at it. Don't have do it. You cannot succeed in life by have doing it. I promise you that. Listen, it was a place we linked with real ones. Yeah, facts. We PGP ninjas have stuck together. It was right. PGP salute. You know what I'm saying? The shy gotta always be my boy, no matter what up in his piece. Facts. We ride together, we there together. Bad boys for life. But nah, man, salute, man. Salute to everybody for real, man. Thank y'all for tuning in, tapping in. Everybody, man. Like, so as I get off here, you know what I'm about to go do? Work. work up in this bitch. Like I work on a lot of things, man. Y'all just want to understand. You always tell people just stay tuned. I'm working on films. I'm working on a comedy film, assist to the stage. So I'm writing scripts on it every day. Like I be switching throughout the day on different things I'm doing. Working on a remix contest. Working on a lesson plan for to go into schools and teach about bullying. Working on a lesson plan to go into schools and teach hip hop. Working on commercials for clients now. You know what I'm saying? Working on music, doing a remix contest. I think I said like I be working on so much. I probably working on a play. It's probably some other stuff I'm living out, but it just show you like I'm not just working on one thing every day. I'm working on a lot. And when I say it's not enough time in the day, when you look up, you be like, dang, it's late already after this. Dag, it's hella late. And gotta get up and do it all over again. But also, I'm gonna say this. Make sure while you working that you do make some time for yourself a little, at least once, maybe twice, but at least once a week. Go out and do something. Go to the movies. Uh, like get you a breath refresher. You still got to do that too. Also, all right, man. I'm up out of here, man. Listen, man. Salute to everybody who rock with me. I love y'all. Y'all already know this. Family, friends, a girl, everybody. I love you. If y'all rock with me, I love you up in this piece. Bars. That part. Stacey White says that part. That is her slogan. She needs to go ahead and trademark that word up in this piece. That part. But yeah, man, listen, man, I'm about to get out of here, man. I done said this a million times, but I'm about to get out of here for real, get back to work. So I'm out of here, man. I love y'all. Like I said, if you have not subscribed to the YouTube channel, make sure you do. You see it right there at the bottom. Go to YouTube at 4 Feet Off the Ground and subscribe if you already on YouTube. Salute to you. I thank everybody. I thank my haters, the people who don't like me, who subscribe to my channel. I love. Leave me them bad comments. It don't even matter. I love y'all because y'all give me them views. So keep it up in this piece up in this. All right, man. I'm about to get out of here. I'll see y'all next time on Listen to Lacey podcast, where I'll be dropping my jewels and my knowledge and helping the people. Hopefully, I help one of you. If I help one person, then I done did my job. It's your boy, G Souldier. Bar. See y'all later.